Hands up, don't shoot. She was asleep in her bed. I can't breathe. Kids have knife fights all the time. And now, it was an execution. Greetings and salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friendly internet psychopath ENSanity, here with my co-host Bob.
Hello.
And today we are going to be talking about the newest thing that's absolutely, depending on who you talk to,
It's a horrible crime against humanity.
or it's proof that, once again, don't resist arrest, and you kind of get what you pay. You kind of get what's coming to you.
So, Andrew Brown Jr.
Yep. Now, original thing when this all originally went down, it was that, well, he was executed. They had boxed him in and they just blew his head open. Well,
Not the case?
the body cam footage came out. Let's take a look, shall we?
Beep.
Now, I turned off the sound, but as we can see here, officers are going in.
They're on a truck.
Yeah, it's not the best, but as they're going in, oh, he's in a car. He's moving. He's moving. He should be stopping. Nope, and he's trying to get away, and they open fire on him. He's dead. Now, okay. Also, as you can see, 3 deputies who fired shots at Andrew Brown will be reinstated and retrained.
So, no actual charges?
From this one, no. North Carolina DA Andrew Brown Jr.'s death was tragic but justified. And I have a lot of people here saying stuff like, it's not justified. They killed him. Yeah, you try to escape, and that whole thing of, depending on how you look at it, some people say he definitely tried to run him over. Other people, not so much. Now, he didn't immediately speed off and try and nail some guy, but at the same time, you gotta understand in that situation, they don't know. At that point in time, you drive towards cops, they're going to shoot you.
But they didn't start shooting till afterwards.
See, that's the whole thing. Yeah, I can see where that's the point. The problem is, let's take a look at this, shall we? Boop. Exclusive. Andrew Brown Jr. was charged with over 100 crimes over 3 decades, did 8 stints in jail, and had a history of violent confrontations with police, including a 2016 incident when he had to be tasered by police. Andrew Brown Jr., 42, had a rap sheet dating back to his teen years and did at least 8 stints in jail. As per what they found. The father of 7 was shot dead in his car in Elizabeth City, North Carolina on April 21st while deputies were serving him a search warrant for drugs. Court documents show Brown faced more than 100 charges over 3 decades, ranging from misdemeanors to 6 felony drug convictions.
Why is he on the street?
I don't know. It's a failure of the system. He was also charged with resisting a public officer, also known as resisting arrest, on at least 6 occasions between 1997 and 2016. At the time of his death, he was facing another possible lengthy jail stint relating to a November 2020 arrest for allegedly selling fentanyl or heroin from a hotel. So, that's good likely that he's probably killed some people with his stuff. Brown's death is the latest in a series of high-profile, deadly encounters between police and black Americans that have sparked public outcry and protest. Nah, I'm sorry, he was just an idiot. Relatives say Brown was unarmed and have labeled his death an execution. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't an execution.
It was not the best, but he did try to escape, and he probably should not have been out, period.
Nah, he should have been in prison. But, once again, as you can see, North Carolina District Attorney Andrew Womble said at a press conference on Tuesday that the deputy-involved shooting of Andrew Brown while tragic, was justified and no law enforcement officer will be criminally charged in this case.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad about that.
Yeah, I mean, could it have gone better? Oh, yeah.
And at the same time, should he even been out?
Oh, hell no. Womble, the elected district attorney for Judicial District 1, which covers 7, I don't care. Womble began playing 4 body cam videos during the press conference, which broadcast several to news outlets. Brown ignored deputies' command to stop and began to drive his car directly at one of the officers. Not at high speed, but he was still driving at an officer. He said the first shot at Brown's car went through the front windshield, not the back, as previously reported. Well, that does change things, so they didn't just wait for it. They shot at him as he was coming at them. Womble said that Brown used the vehicle to commit assault with a deadly weapon. In all honesty, I can see how, once again, if the family sees that, they're like, he was moving slow. I was like, it's a car. It's a very deadly weapon, and he's trying to escape, and if he had hit anybody, that'd be it. Deputies attempting to serve drug-related search and arrest warrants shot and killed Brown. Narrowly avoid being run over, and Brown's vehicle made contact with a second law enforcement officer. You don't really see that from the video we saw, but at the same time, there are probably other body cameras. I find that the facts or this case clearly mouth wobblers.
You're having the Bidens.
No! Clearly illustrates the officers who used deadly force on Andrew Brown Jr. did so reasonably and only when a violent felon used deadly force and put their lives in danger. Brown's actions and conduct were indeed dangerous. By the time of the shooting, Brown posed an immediate threat to safety to the officers and others. But yeah, once again, I mean, just look at this. This is all you need to know. This is really it. Seeing that really, once again, it could have been better, but what you gonna do? So yeah, he's almost about to run the dude over.
Not at high speed, but
yeah. DA says the car poses a threat. But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the thing about all of this. It's insane. Because once again, I went and looked around at some of the other things, like what actually CNN was saying during it all. And it's very much, once again, the two sides of the same coin. But one is mainly truth and facts, and the other one is like...
Remember the Jacob Blake thing?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. They pushed that so hard. And it turns out, oh, no, yeah, he had hurt the woman. Oh, no, yeah, he was going to drive off with her kids. Oh, no, yeah, he was going for a knife. Oh, no, yeah, he did attack and fight officers. Oh, no, yeah, they gave him plenty of warning. That's all this is again. It's, once again, an individual who should not be out on the streets, resisting arrest.
And paying the ultimate price.
Yep. It's so funny. It's so funny how polar opposite everything is.
It all depends on what side you're on.
And it's going to continue to do that. I mean, look at the Chauvin case.
Oh, that was just a Soviet show trial.
Yeah, because once again, they didn't have to prove. Chauvin didn't have to prove that he did, once again, innocent until proven guilty. And they proved beyond a shadow of a doubt. They have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that what he did was murder. No, they didn't. And now you've got that one guy who was saying that he was actually one of the activists.
Oh, yeah. You got to get on the jury to affect change.
And then another lady, she was talking about how she was afraid. It's so bad. Hopefully he'll get an appeal.
Also, yeah, the feds were waiting for him afterwards.
Yep, that just shows, once again, it was a Soviet show trial. And this, I don't know what's going to happen with this one, because there's going to be protests.
You mean mostly non-violent riots?
Yes, mostly non-violent. But also riots.
So.
But anywho, what are you going to do about all this? What can you do? He was selling fentanyl-laced heroin. Let that settle in. Let that settle in again. The thing that most likely actually caused the death of, what was it? Not Derek Chauvin, George Floyd.
Or, as Pelosi would say, George Kirby.
Yeah, I remember that. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so sad. But in the end, what can you expect? They don't care. They just want to make it so that we fight each other.
And they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, but I can already tell you right now, there's already going to be a lot of people upset about all this. Let's see. Forced deputies to have to resort to deadly force. Just kind of looking through. Let's actually see. Is there anything new on what's his name again? Andrew Brown. I almost said George Brown. Andrew Brown Jr. What's on the news for him today? Okay. Police have dangerous and at a time. It was video cast doubt analysis, but that's someone else. Family to view body camera footage. This was back in May 11th. Death of assault. Let's say the opinion. Police have dangerous dead or alive mentality. Andrew Brown is dead because of it. No, he's dead because he did something really stupid.
Yeah, but that's what they're gonna say.
Andrew Brown, man killed by that. No, that's not even close. Body camera. Yeah, once again, it all comes down to, once again, just like hands up, don't shoot. Didn't happen. Just like she was asleep in her bed. Wasn't true.
Well, was that the one?
They claimed it was a no-knock raid and they just opened fire and shot at her. No. They opened the door. They shot at the police and the police shot back. Then, of course, Jacob Blake thing. The guy who fell asleep and super drunk and then tried to attack officers, took the taser, tried to run away. That happened. It's just over and over and over again.
Well, it's easier to make up these stories and have everyone fight over it than actually fix what's wrong.
And you, of course, know with Orange Man gone, these sites, CNN, NBC, they just gotta get their money somehow.
And rage clicks are always the easiest and best way, especially when you're not held accountable.
Yep. Yeah. Anywho, I just thought that we find the footage is out. I thought this would be a thing that I'd want to talk about, just because once again, reality versus fiction.
Reality versus the narrative.
True. Facts versus feels. Anywho, if you like this little video, then check the like button and subscribe for more.
Insanity!
And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.